guys, Rahul here once again, and after the love that was received over the weapon review for the LSAT, I decided to create another one. Today we're having a look at the JS2. Now I'm guessing that most of you out there have probably never used the JS2 due to the fact that it is a PDW, and with Battlefield being how it is, mostly medium to long range gunfights, they are rarely used, especially not enough to unlock the JS2 as it is the final PDW to get. In real life, the JS2 is a Chinese select-fire bullpup submachine gun which was designed in 2005 by Yeshnay Industry Group and then built by the China South Industries Group. So it is basically the Chinese weapon, and as the campaign is focused around China, that's probably why we are seeing it in game. It's basically the Chinese version of the British's beloved MP5. Now in game, the weapon is the final unlock for the PDWs, requiring 48,000 PDW score, and that is only using the PDWs, so it can take quite a lot of time, but if you push through you will get it. And statistically, the JS2 is pretty much similar to the P90, a weapon unlocked through the campaign, though with a lower recoil and a higher accuracy of the two, the JS2 will always outperform the P90. Also, due to its compact nature, the JS2 is held close to the player's face and obstructs most of the screen, so this is going to be extremely noticeable when using scopes such as the IRNV. And this isn't really a bad thing, as most of the time you do want to be using your red dot sights, though if you do happen to pick up a long range scope for your JS2, then you won't really be seeing much of your screen, you'll only be seeing the weapon. Now moving on to the stats of the weapon, it has a max damage of 20 which drops down to 11.2 at around 55 meters, but as said before, Battlefield having immensely huge maps, you'll usually find yourself in longer ranged gunfights. With the damage model, it means that you're going to be dropping enemies within 5 to 9 shots, but this isn't all that bad because with the high mag count of 50 to 51, it works out. And now when you do move on to using this weapon in game, you'll firstly notice that you have to really be accurate and anywhere near effective with this weapon. For attachments, I would recommend using a red dot sight for the sights. Luckily, as this weapon is a Chinese weapon, you do unlock the Coyote as the default red dot sight, which is arguably probably the best RDS in the game. For accessories, I would advise using a laser sight, as it will give you a slightly bigger advantage when going into those close quarters, due to the fact that you will be able to shoot whilst ADSing, and you have a higher percentage of shots which hit your target. The best barrel to some might be the heavy barrel, but as it would probably increase the weapon's performance at range, but unfortunately it does not do this. In fact, it does more harm than good, as it does increase your recoil whilst only marginally reducing the weapon spread whilst moving. So I wouldn't recommend using that barrel, though the barrel which you do want to be using is probably going to be the muzzle brake. This helps a lot with the recoil and will allow you to take out the targets without losing your tracking on them. As with many of the PDWs, the JS2 has no underbarrel, so that is about it. RDS, laser sight and muzzle brake, those are the ones which you want to be using. Oh, and remember, when playing, switch your fire modes depending on the distance of your target. So fully auto for those pesky guys coming in your face, semi-auto for those guys trying to run away, and single if you're going for those crazy long shots. But anyway, this has been my JS2 review. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and if you did, possibly could leave a like, that would be pretty cool. But I've been Rahul, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the battlefield.